There was only one thing in his mind. How he could leave that town behind. He had to give up the guitar to find a new life. Much to his band's dismay. He had to find a new way. His name is Trey.
How's it going? Trey Clark here, as I usually am. Now I'm going to jump right into this as I usually do. Now we're going to talk about something a little bit more serious and consequential than I usually do. We're going to talk about evolution. I'm going to tear this apart in short order. And I would like to hear any arguments that says that what I'm saying, questioning the validity of these claims, is silly. So what do we learn in school? Well, they call it the theory of evolution, but they teach it as fact. And there are no opposing opinions, as far as I can remember. And I can certainly say that my children are not being taught opposing opinions. Even in the Christian schools, even in the private schools, they teach both. They teach religion and science as if they are compatible from the moment of creation. Don't know how that works. They just hope we'll be too busy at our jobs to really take the time to think about it and think it through and talk through it and see what we really believe. Because the reality is, you have to understand that there is only one truth. I'm not telling you what to choose for yourself, but there can't be two. There's only one. At that one moment, if they call it the Big Bang, something actually happened. There was a chain reaction, if that's what you believe. Or God created this earth and all the things that went with it, separated the waters, and breathed life into man and then woman. It either happened or it didn't. So let's think about what we have to assume to believe in evolution. First of all, and this is the baseline, this is what's so crazy, you have to believe that something came out of nothing. Now, I dare you to find a Carl Sagan, I don't care who they are, atheist, Sam Harris, any of these cats, they never want to answer that question. But think about it. That's the foundation of everything. So everything that follows is based on shaky ground, unknown ground. All of the theories come from the statement, well, we don't know. Well, if you're going to make all these assumptions about physics and where stars came from and all that stuff, and you don't even know how it started, you got a problem. And if you don't think you do, then I think that's more of a religion without any basis at all than anything I've come across. All right, so you come out of the gate with an explosion. Out of nothing comes everything. All right, if you're cool with that, I don't understand it. Never did. Even as a very young kid, I was like, well, who made the stuff that exploded? And what was it before that? And good luck with getting anyone to give you an answer. What they do is just tell you you're an idiot. Don't worry about it. Read your book, take your test, move on. So you got your explosion, and then somehow order came out of chaos. Now, does that sound familiar? All you got to do is look around your dollar bill. Yeah, there's a big movement that order comes out of chaos, even though it is against everything we witness at any time. And then somehow, out of that order that came from chaos, atoms formed, stars formed, they gave birth to planets and solar systems and all these clockwork arrangements of galaxies and all the stuff that we see. Sometimes it's right above our heads. Other than that, it's just very creative artwork. Then comes the earth, which of course was uninhabitable at first because we came from nothing. Okay? It wasn't God. We weren't created, right? That's not what our books tell us. And I'll get to why that is. No, we were not meant to be here. We do not own our rightful place here by the hand of God. Oh no, you came from slime, you came from sludge, you came from random chance, lightning and sulfur and nastiness, right? And then came the building blocks of life. Proteins, amino acids, DNA, all the information that goes along with that. RNA, messenger RNA, rough and smooth, endoplasmic reticulum, chromosomes, information, all the information that tells the next cell what to do. And it's perfectly working. Now, all these things cannot survive on their own, okay? Your blood cells, your lymph nodes, all the things that have to happen. Then your organ systems, your heart, pulmonary system, your brain, all your neurological stuff, right? Your kidneys, your liver, your digestive system, your eyes, your olfactory system, your ears. The tympanic membrane needs to be working perfectly first time around. Skin, secretion glands, hair, and fingernails. Now keep in mind that it's not just that it's bizarre that random chance and time can produce this. It's that all of these things have to be working perfectly the very first time. None of these things can survive without everything else. That's why it's called a system. Your body will not work without a brain. Your heart doesn't know how many beats per minute without the brain giving it the metronome. Okay, so then we have all these systems that are so insanely complicated. And then what comes? Basic instincts for survival. Let's say that we get here, we're men, whatever. Then consciousness. Then we start asking questions. Now just think, every single thing that I've said, you have to exponentially multiply it out with likelihood. Well, good luck with that. You're already more grains of sand in the entire universe, much less here on Earth. And then you have to have all these systems working, and somehow you climb out of the primordial soup with all your limbs, working systems, everything working together. I mean, doesn't this seem bizarre? Then you figure out how to feed yourself. Now, here's the thing that makes it, this is what blows it out of the water. At the exact same time that all these random things happen, you need it to happen twice. You need a counterpart with everything else randomly happening so that you can reproduce. And not only that, it has to be within close proximity. Now that takes all those exponential formulas, however you want to draw it out, and there aren't enough, to happen the first time. The very first time, they have to all be working perfectly. And then there has to be a counterpart of the opposite sex. Then you have to mate. Figure out how to feed yourself or whatever. I mean, there were the first two humans. However that went down. So, no, I'm sorry. That's not the way it happened. So if you have enough time, combined with random chance, all these things come into play, and then you make a baby and you figure it all out, and you figure out how to feed yourself and protect yourself from the elements and all those things. No. So why do they tell us this? Because they don't want God in our lives. And why do they not want God in our lives? Because they want you to take down that cross over your mantle and replace it with the new deity. That deity is government. As long as God exists, government is always looking over their shoulder. Y'all take care. I'm out.
He had to give up the guitar to find a new life. Much to his band's dismay, he had to find a new way. His name is Trey.